And g'day and welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to this Train Sim World 2 Timetable Service on the London Commuter, ladies and gentlemen, as we take a special London Midlands edition of the Gatwick Express down the line, ladies and gentlemen, the 8:41 a.m. service with the 1W30 London Victoria to Brighton. We hope you enjoy this gameplay from us here in Australia Worldwide Gaming with me, the Godfather. Now, not all the train is London Midlands, but we have got a mixture of it. We've got a Heathrow Express on here as well. Oh, we've got a Meowie. There we go. We've got a Meowie on the back here. There we go. Meow, meow. Okay, we'll be leaving very shortly from London Victoria. Our stops are Gatwick Express, followed by Brighton. It is a fast service. Alright. Going to be around about an hour long though. It's, yeah, going to be fantastic. Alright. The Surge YT says hello. Hello to you. Alright, here we go. Surge YT says hello. And hello to you. And enjoy the trip, folks. Just to let you guys know that we have a enhancements mod on this route, as we have real billboards, we have different announcements at the platforms, and snack machines, and yeah, you won't find a Pringles machine on this one. going over the Portsmouth line there. G'day again, David. Yeah, and have a quick look on those sounds for the new train, and yeah, it sounds like they got it pretty spot on. Actually, it's yeah, I think they are listening to the community more than what Dovetail are doing. So we know Dovetail are trying to correct these issues anyway. So it's just a matter of the community being patient. And just have to wait till everything's all corrected. Yeah, we're having our coldest winter since 1989 here in Sydney, Australia, and we're in a La Nina still. And if you're not aware, it's not funny. We've just had our 4th major flood here in Sydney in the space of 2 years, and yeah, we're proving that global warming is a thing, to be honest. But yeah, we're just in a deep La Nina. Right, so that goes down the Portsmouth line, that goes down the Wimbledon and all that. If you want to go and watch the tennis and see Nick Kyrgios choke like fucking nothing tomorrow. I'm spewing Nadal didn't actually get to battle Kyrgios, actually, because I would have loved to have seen Nadal knock off that Serbian piece of shit. But anyway, yes, I know yous are in your summer. Yous are in your summer in the England and the USA is having their summer. And yes, come to Australia in summertime. It'll be nice, 35, 40 degrees. 45 degrees. I experienced the hottest day in summer here one year. It was a few years ago now. It was a couple of years ago. 48.5 degrees. Celsius. That was bad, I'm telling you. That was a bad day. I do not want to experience 48 degrees, let alone 40 degrees. I hate 40 degrees. You know what's a beautiful day? A nice, like, 26, 25. That's a beautiful day. That's nice. You know, it's balmy. It's, yeah. Hopefully you have some good weather over at Scotland for the golf. So yeah, I was watching a little bit of it a couple of days ago. They had a charity thing going on, or some special event going on, and I've seen that there was girls playing, and I've seen that they had some. There was a guy with one leg that I was watching, and man, he was bloody good, eh? Bloody good. I was quite impressed of the performances of some of those golfers. And I was like, wow, this is, you know, it proves that golf is for everybody, you know. It's really, really cool. I wouldn't rule it out. It's just a matter of them talking. I think Dovetail were talking to them about it, but yeah, I don't know. I wouldn't say no. I wouldn't say no at all. It's like with Train Simulator, you know, they lost the license to Virgin, which was, you know, that was big because. You know, it was they were really, really cool. You you know, having the version paint job and the logo on the side. It was awesome. And then they lost the licensing for it. I think they changed hands in real life anyway, so I think that might have been the reason why, but yeah, I'm not too sure on that side of it. I've only just gotten into Train Simulator Classic after mucking around for 18 months. Back last October, I committed myself when the 2022 core update came. I just said, yep, I'm ready to go. Let's do it. This is the London Commuter. Yes, the Brighton Main Line is the legit name for it. That's correct. East Coast Main Line. East Coast Main Line. Where is the windscreen wipers? So we've got this German route on the road map at the moment. Still no clue what it is. I have said to you guys a couple times that I'm hoping it'll be something out of Frankfurt or Berlin, or for the US one, fingers crossed it's the New York subway. This is what I would do for the free. This is what I would do for the free core routes for this year's core update. I would go Frankfurt to Mainz with that train I took earlier today on Train Simulator Classic. I would do that one for sure. That train is awesome. That's one German train I love to see in the game. The IST is another train that I love to see. The New York subway for US, and for the UK I would do either the Waterloo to Portsmouth, or I would do, so that would be the Portsmouth line, and or I would do the London Eastern to surely you can go further than Watford Junction with it. So a little bit past Watford Junction, I think, with that one. It won't be in the capabilities of going as far as it does with the West Coast Mainline South for Train Simulator. It won't cover that much. It's just way too big for TSW. Hopefully we'll get to that stage when we get to the Unreal Engine 5 for TSW 3, that we'll have longer routes or extensions to routes, to assisting routes, and then we'll have longer routes for the new ones. But yeah, I would go with one of those for a free core. If not, can we get the purple train? Can we get the new train, the Elizabeth line? I know New York originally, just recently, got a new line, got a new underground line, and new trains actually added on there as well. So it would actually make sense for them to probably do that one for the New York subway. But yeah, we'll soon find out, eh? If it's not that, then I would love to see the Chicago racetrack. Or another part of the NEC. But if, to be brutally honest, I'd love them to wait for the another part of the NEC, and then they can do the they can bring back the NEC New York, but they can actually make it bigger and actually have it start from Philadelphia. It's a cash grab, not much different to, yeah, it always has been. I've always called for them to lower the prices of stuff by at least, well, here in Australia, the prices for DLCs can range, well, the current one at the moment is on sale. I think it was $28.95 Australian. They range up to around $45 Australian for the normal regular DLC. For the logos themselves, it's $30. So it's definitely is a catch grab. For the train simulator stuff, when it's full price, it's $50 something, which is why I usually wait for the sales. But yeah, the new train simulator edition of the Long Island Railroad was $42.95, not even a discount. So always ask for around about a $10, $15 cheaper for everything. You know, it's just ridiculous, but it's still cheaper than Lego, and Lego's going up in price. I should know because I am in the middle of building a Lego city, so I am hardcore with Lego. I build custom modulars and stuff, so I'm currently up to the works of the start of my first skyscraper, actually. So I'm I've got the foundations in play for 2 levels. I've just got to start getting some stuff for the lobby, the office, get a motor and everything for the lift, and get a lift organized and all this stuff. I doubt there'll be the Jubilee line, yeah. Well, I was thinking that could have been maybe an Easter egg. So, with the Jubilee paint job they added. So I was thinking that could have been an Easter egg and a clue. Even though there's no UK route officially announced, it would be very unusual for them to do the core update and not have the 3 majors. Because already we've got Germany and US on the map. And I'm already thinking it's guaranteedly going to be part of the core update, because we've got no update still, and we're July now, we're getting close to the core again, so if they rename it Train Sim World 2023, then we definitely know that it's definitely next year for the new one. Just keep the name. I wish they would just go back to just call it just TSW. That's it. Don't have to be creative. Don't have to be smart. You know, we all know what the game is. Unless they pull a rabbit out of their hat and actually do a complete new simulator and train simulator and do the smart thing and don't bring over the preserve collection. I don't know. I probably think after all these issues we've had the last 12 months, I think that might be even the smart thing to do. The S stock, yeah. Well, it's a never-ending story, you know. We're always going to be speculating on what's coming next and what's going to be this and what's going to be that, of course. But, you know, like I've explained to many of my viewers in the past, you know, the game's called Train Sim World, and I know COVID caused a lot of havoc, and, you know, you can say, you know, what could have been if COVID didn't happen, where could we have gone and this and that. I really think that now we're coming out of the other side of it. I think that they need to start focusing on it actually being called Train Sim World, that they need to start thinking it's called World for a reason, and we need to start getting other countries involved in the game with other you know, trains and stuff. Brazil's got some really, really cool freight stuff, I'll tell you right now. They got some very good freight stuff. So I wouldn't mind seeing Brazil. Spain's got some mad high-speed trains. Man, that'd be so cool. Japan's got some very, very good stuff, you know. As much as I hate to say it, China's got some very good fast trains as well, and very good railways. So Italy's got some beautiful, beautiful scenery routes. France has got other great routes. You know, it's you can keep going on and on and on about things. You know, so yeah. Here in Australia, well, I've already explained to you guys one of the routes that I'd love to see, and it's a route called Waterfall to Port Kembla. It's definitely in the capabilities of the current train sim world to do this route, because it will definitely be in the kilometre distance, and it runs along the Pacific coast, ins and outs of tunnels, gradient levels like crazy. It runs coal freight, it runs passenger services. It's perfect for the game. Yeah. Is that what he said? Yeah, I'll probably do my opinions on one of the live streams actually, because when I do information updates, I only focus on, well, these days it's mainly the roadmap. I've sort of taken a back step on a lot of information now, and sort of, yeah, I don't know, I've been a bit disappointed since Sam sort of stepped out of the shadows of Dovetail. Like, you can hardly see Sam now on the streams, and I'm talking about Colonel Failure, you know, and yeah, just I'm glad Nat's gone though. I couldn't stand her. Yeah, just I think ever since Sam sort of stepped back and the roadmap started going downhill, and it's like, well, what's the point of the roadmap now? It's getting to the point where, you know, it's going back to the way it used to be, where there was no roadmap, hardly anything being said, you know. Probably prefer it to be like that, to be honest, so they're more focused on actually getting the game correctly done, instead of them coming along and, yeah. Get a stream team together. That's what I would suggest. Get a stream team together, so the people that actually, you know, heads of the groups of the workers can actually do their job. But yeah, I do understand why they do come along and explain it, because, you know, obviously that's what the community wants. But for me, if you want to run a professional outfit, then you need to hire the right people. You need to, I don't know. I just think half of them are just when they say that they're not fans of trains, I'm like, that frustrates me, to be honest, because I want somebody that knows their trains and knows what the community wants and knows they want quality, they want precision, they want correct sounding, they want correct licensing. So I mod for American Truck Simulator, yeah? I do skins for American Truck Simulator, for the Aussie B-double, for the CAMS TSA drop deck B-doubles. I do skins for AI Traffic. I do real companies. I do real branding. I'm looking for stuff all the time for real companies around the world, for branding, for everything. I do freight market stuff as well. So I'm always looking for detail. I'm a detailed person. I always have been. So I've been in simulation for 36 years. My first simulation I picked up was SimCity back 36 years ago. I have never looked back since. I love simulation. So I've always been a person for detail. I'd love to see this game more optimized better. I'm on a 3060. I'm on a high-end PC. And it freezes. It spikes up. It's frustrating. They still haven't fixed the bugs on the Isle of Wight. You know what they've done? You know what they've done with the Isle of Wight though? They've added a when you change over tracks and that. I've noticed they've put in you can clearly hear it too. They've put in a recording for the screeching on the track, and you can clearly hear the difference. Clearly, and it is shocking. It is optimized so poorly. I hate it. I actually got to get a hold of Nat. Nat, sorry. I've got to get a hold of Michelle, hopefully, because she's the one that always answers to me on Twitter, and try to get them to take that out, because it is completely uncalled for that to be in the. Because you can hear the original screeching on at the same time, and you can hear that recording at around the same time as well. So yeah, it's not right. All right, we're coming into Gatwick Airport. From Gatwick Airport onwards, folks, I'm going to be muting the mic so you guys can kick back, relax, and enjoy. Any messages come through, I'll answer them later on. Down the track when we're getting closer to Brighton. Yeah, that's right, it was in the update. Wonder what my friend the British Ace is doing today. What's Joe doing today? He's probably going to be doing a nighttime bus run as well. He has been doing that recently. I've only just gotten back into the bus, so after a lengthy layoff, just didn't realise when I streamed it yesterday, I was actually playing the original version. I didn't realise that I had to go to Steam to actually activate the beta. The current beta. So yeah, I went and done all that. That's all been sorted out. I've got a mod activated on it where it gives me more lines as well. So I'm doing a 207 later on, folks. I'm going to be doing a live stream for the bus very soon. Actually, a little bit after this one. Won't be too far after this one. Actually, I think it's like 10 minutes after, 15 minutes, something like that. Depending on what time we get to Brighton. Great, that's a very nice view. Let's have a look at the EasyJet. A bug on the water. Ah, okay. Well, it must be an Xbox issue, because the water is spectacular on the PC. I have no issue at all. Should be another one come through here in a second. Here we go. Now, according to the brief, this is a enhancement mod that I used to have and started playing up on me, and I got rid of it. And I've been rolling with this other one for the last few months, but this has been updated, so I'll put it back on. It's an Airbus A320, that one. Airbus A320. Yeah, definitely Xbox issue. Yeah, man. One thing I want to ask you, because I've been ask you, David, because I've been wanting to know, has the jackhammer issue been rectified? Because man, that's been a long-standing. I originally come from Xbox with Train Sim World. See, this is the thing. I'm originally from console with Train Sim World 1, and I played when it was in a beta stage, when it first got released, which was CSX Heavy Haul, the Sandpatch Grey, the original, back in the days. I was at a mate's house and he had it. I'm like, oh, what's this? Because I'm in the simulation, he's in the simulation. I'm like, oh, what's this? And he's like, oh, this is a game called Train Sim World. I'm like, ooh, okay. And because I was enjoying it, I was like, ooh, that's a very nice train. So yeah, he introduced me to it. I had a go on it, and I'm like, man, this is 2 hours long. And it was. I'm like, damn, this is a long game. So that was the only time I played it. And then I had an Xbox at the time, and I seen it was, I didn't have PC at the time or anything. And then I seen it was on, coming to Xbox. So I thought, ooh, this is going to be good. And I started playing it and that, and man, I fell in love with the Great Western Express. Oh man, I love that route so much. But I've got my two favorite routes, and oh, sorry, there's 3 favorite routes. I got 3 ultimate favorite routes and highly recommend them to everybody. This is one of them. Even though this has got issues and everything, I love the London Commuter. I love it, love it. My ultimate favorite route is the East Coast Way. Hands down, East Coast Way all the way. Love that route. That's what got me hooked, really, more than anything. I played a little bit of Train Sim World when it was on the Xbox. Then I had a PlayStation as well, so I got rid of it on the Xbox, and then it went to PlayStation. I'm like, oh, I'm gonna get it on the PlayStation. So when I got it on the PlayStation, wasn't really much going for it at the time. I had the collector's edition on disc, and didn't really. Just sort of faded away on me. I'm like, you know, there wasn't much going for it. There wasn't many DLCs going for it at the time. I'm like, oh, this is not really appealing to me. You know, there's not much going. I said to myself, I'll wait a bit for it to build up more of a library, you know. So I did, and I waited for it, and then I seen it on sale back in the start of January in 2020. It was on sale on the PlayStation Store, and I thought, oh, I'm going to get back into this. And I seen how much was going for it, and seen that they recently just released East Coast Way, and I didn't get the East Coast Way at first when I got it back, and then I waited a little bit because I wanted to play other stuff and that, and I bought a lot of stuff when it was on sale, and I decided to get the East Coast Way, and sort of really, I was doing a bit of gameplay for the channel and everything, some videos and stuff, and as soon as I played the East Coast Way once, and I mean once, I'm like to myself, it's game over. I have just played the greatest route of all time. Absolutely loved it. And I had such a close... No, I love that route. I swear I love that route. And then I played when Hemstrucker Run Rule got released on at launch. Did a launch live stream. I did all this and everything for it. Oh my god. I said to myself there and then, we have a new number one. We have a new number one. This is it. This is the best route of all time. And I actually had a top 5 live stream before we went into Train Sim World 2. We had a top 5 best routes of Train Sim World 1 era, and Hemstrucker Run Rule was voted. Amongst my boys and everything, we all voted. Hemstrucker Run Rule by a fingernail was the number 1 Train Sim World 1 route. Number 2 East Coast Way. And yeah, really number 3 was Great Western Express. These days it's still East Coast Way number 1, London Commuter number 2, Hemstrucker Run Rule number 3. I actually do like the Glasgow route, the Cavcar Circle Line. I don't mind it, but I'll have to say Boston Sprinter is in there because I love the Amtrak. I love the Amtrak train. So Boston Sprinter, part of the NEC. You can't get the Gatwick express route working. This is the one. Or you can't get the London Commuter run working. See, this is the thing. Console doesn't. See, if you're on the original Xbox, you don't have as much power as the next gen. I have a PlayStation 5 as well, so I have to say that this game is and always should have only been on PC. I hate to say it to the console gamers, but this should have been left for PC only. We would have had a... I don't know... I think the game would have been in a better place. There's certain PC games... There's certain PC games that should be just for PC. Never be touched for a console. If there's anything they should have did, and they should have did it a long time ago, and they should have did it when it was in its early years, and that has run Train Simulator over to the console. But the thing is, there's just such a massive collection. It would have killed everybody. It does. It's too big. It's like American Truck Simulator, Euro Truck Simulator. It'll never go to console. It's a PC game. It always will be. As much as the console gamers love to see it, but it won't happen. Alright, here we go. River Games did a good job adding the working guards panel on the class 484. Okay. Yeah, I know what you mean with that one. Yeah, it's yeah, I don't mind the West Cornwall, but it can drag on. It's sort of one of those routes. It's like it's way too big for the game. But I don't know. I not really a major fan of that one. All right, folks. As promised, I am going to mute the mic now. So if there is any questions, I will answer them later on when we get around closer to Brighton. You're with the Godfather. This is London Commuter Service. Okay, we're 3.6 miles out from Brighton now. And there's one route that I would love to see River Games actually do here, and here if they were going to come to Australia. I've said to them many times, come to Australia, come to Australia. If they're going to do a route, it'll be very similar to the Glasgow line. There is a driverless train here in Sydney. It's a metro line, and it's currently got other parts of the metro line getting built and extensions and stuff, but it currently goes from the back of Rouse Hill here in Sydney. It's not far from me actually, and I travel on it from time to time, and it goes to Chatswood, and it's a driverless train. But if there's any emergencies on the train, it gets taken over by a person. So it can be driven by a person if there's an emergency, but yeah, it is a driverless train. So it'll be one of those situations where, you know, the player can actually drive it, and it can be automatically driven, or yeah. National Pacific with the freight. Oh my god, that was. Yeah. Actually, I think there's a red signal here because we're so early on this trip. We're only 1.2 miles out, and it's 9:37 on the board, and we're at 9:30. I just realised why I had not heard from my phone going off its brain. Sorry, my phone going off its brain for the British Ace today is because I turned off these notifications because they kept coming up when I was sleeping. So I'm like, Joe, stop it. We'll just wait here. We shall be getting going very shortly on this one. We're waiting for a signal. As you can see, we're still 3 minutes out from being there, so. Knowing Dovetail, this will probably bloody go overboard. We won't get there exactly on time. Well, actually, we might be clear after that, actually, because that train has moved up, so should be right. Here we go. All right. Right. Getting there now. Slow down now, Godfather. Come on, what are you doing? And here we are, one of the most beautiful stations in Train Sim World. And our final destination. Press the Y button. The one good thing about this station now is that every time the passengers come off the train, they're not going flying into the ceiling like they were with the jetpack issue that was going on. That is sort of it's been rectified, but it happens once in a blue moon. You'll just get a quick second one go flying in the air, but yeah, not here at the Brighton station though. Very good. All right. 55 minutes 20. Should be a gold medal. No surprises there. Yep. Of course. I call it before I even see it. Fantastic. 8,455 action points. Lovely. All right. We hope you enjoyed that. I am currently on the 118. Just ignore that, folks. This is like the 4th time I've had to reset my leveling because I've currently, since TSW2's existence, I am on my 3rd PC, and yeah, the 2 previous I had were ones that I bought secondhand, but this time I decided, like, bugger it, I'm going all in. Sold a few things to get the money up, but yeah, I'm on a high-end PC until the 4060 comes out, and then it probably classified as a medium. Right. We'll update sometime next year, maybe. Anyway, that is it. Thank you very much for watching, ladies and gentlemen. That is the 1W30 London Victoria to Brighton 8:41 AM service. Thank you for watching. We'll see you on our next journey. Have a great day. The bus is coming up soon. We're going to be live streaming that in 17 minutes from now.